the dude the dude that own OnlyFans has bit the dust. Don't mean to sound insensitive, but you know, hey man, hey bro, we got a lot of. I'm trying to straighten this screen out. Reporting live from the altar of the goddess. Reporting live from the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. Reporting live, man. Reporting live. Y'all see what it says? The guy the guy that owns OnlyFans, finito. And a couple more finitos too. A couple of more deaths, man. A couple of more have passed away. I didn't realize. Chuck Norris done passed away. The dude from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he done passed away. But this one right here, the billionaire that owns OnlyFans, 43 years old, dies of cancer at age 43, and all you had to do was call me? Leonid, I don't feel sorry for you. Because you can have $1 billion. That don't mean you got a healer with you. You can have $1 billion, $1 million. Right now, there's this guy. Let me see. Rami reacts. What's good? What's good? Yeah, it's sacrificial season right now. Well, you know, it's not really sacrificial season if you die of cancer, right? If you look at the picture, look at this picture. You can see he died of cancer. Now, we didn't know he was suffering from cancer. We didn't know that he was suffering from cancer. 7944, please write that down. 7944. You feel me? Yeah, if you die of cancer, how much sacrifice? How much sacrifice is that if you pass away from cancer? How much sacrifice is that? I mean, we can try to take it to the conspiracy theory world, but fact remains, man, Brody died of cancer. And you know that cancer is caused from multiple different reasons or multiple different areas of not taking care of our health, not taking care of what we put in our body, not taking care of what we eat, not watching out for what we drink. A lot of y'all drink sodas. A lot of y'all drink high carbonated drinks. A lot of y'all drink juices from concentrate. A lot of y'all drink a lot of things that the human body was never meant to drink, especially when it comes to white folks. Y'all think she, especially when it comes to white folks. But see, remember, the lack of melanin balances it out with white people so they can eat that unnatural stuff because a big part of themselves is unnatural because they lack the melanin. This is why the sun burns them, so on and so forth. Remember, the sun is the ultimate sign of nature. Without the sun, there is no planet. Without the sun, there is no solar system. Without the sun, there is, my Mercury is in this and without the sun, and ain't none of this stuff possible without the sun. True, but check how, yeah, but remember, his gematria add up to 43 and his number died in 43, but man didn't make gematria, homie. That's what you keep on thinking. You keep on thinking that the J Echo Whiskies created gematria and they didn't. The J Echo Whiskies didn't create numerology. The J Echo Whiskies didn't create astrology. They didn't create gematria. Gematria, as you know it, that is a stolen calculable science that they stole from black bunnies, chocolate bunnies, bro. So when you talking about things synchronizing up, do you know that things can synchronize up because they're magical and it has nothing to do with conspiracy theory? Just because you check gematria, do you know the magic of gematria and how gematria really works? You feel me? Nah, man, let me get this dude off let me see. Nah, man. Anyway, I don't want to say anything that offend nobody, man, because right now we're in the level of anodyne. And anodyne means if you don't got the common sense to know it, then you don't need to know it. If you don't got the common sense to know it, then you don't need to know it. All praises be to Goddess. All praises be to Goddess. All praises be to Goddess. All praises be to the Great Mother. All praises be to Sacred Feminine Holy Spirit. Without them, I'm nothing. You already know, man. Double down, double up. Double down and double up. You understand? But boom. One thing for certain and two things for sure, we about to give you the knowledge on this thing happening with. As you see above me, sitting on top, These are, these are just some of the goddess. These are just some of the counsel of the goddess. Figurines or statues or whatever, totems, whatever you like to call them, that represent the goddess. Understand that you can't make billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars off of women and not have any institutions or any contributions to the betterment of women. So remember, OnlyFans is not a gift to women. To be able to have any man in the world digest your naked body for $5.99, $10.99, whatever dollars and 99 cents, whatever dollars a month, is 100% blasphemous, sacrilegious. It goes against Mother Nature at all costs. Why? Because you took the spirituality out of it and you only kept it at a physical feeling of orgasm when the orgasm starts in the spirit world. When the getting the hard on starts in the spirit world, it's called the sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra and your root chakra are come before your penis and your vagina. But they govern your penis, they govern your vagina. What do you think a hard on and the energy to get a hard on, or what powers the hormone to do it? It's the chakra. What powers, remember, your root chakra is located in your perineal muscle. Your perineal muscle is the muscle that you would use if you had to stop yourself from using the bathroom. So that's ejaculation right there. So your root chakra is in charge of ejaculation. Your sacral chakra is in charge of lubrication and elongation, whether you male or female. When a female's clit gets hard, this is why our dicks get hard, because we come from females that had clits, and your dick is nothing but a female's clit elongated. Literally, men are mutated females. So if you are dealing with the science of this, you'll understand that sex is a spiritual experience way before it ever gets into the horniness of physicality, lust, love, marriage, procreation, so on and so forth. And then you have the listen. Now remember this. When you're talking about the corn hub, you're talking about a big group of JSCO whiskeys that's doing this, right? But when you talk about OnlyFans, see, OnlyFans, that's different. OnlyFans is a paid platform. You can't be subscribed to a girl on OnlyFans unless you're paying for it. So this is a 100% purely paid platform. So much so that it entered into the sphere of, if I'm not mistaken, the top 25 brands of today's time. One of them is OnlyFans. Now, this is where you messed up at, Leo. You let all those white girls get up on OnlyFans and run up a bag, but you let your algorithm be discriminatory and racist against the black women trying to run up a bag on OnlyFans. This is where you messed up at. This is where you messed up at, Leo. If you was in the right place with the right space and the right heart and the right mind, guess what? You would have found a cure. You would have stumbled upon a cure to your cancer. Believe it or not, cancer is curable. You know that, right? Believe it or not, I've healed. I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure Aj. I gotta make sure I'm getting my roll on. I'm getting my roll on. Aj, Supreme Goddess of Wealth, benevolent provider of all human needs. You feel me? I gotta make sure I get my roll on. But Leo, that's what you messed up at. You laid up there and made all of the snow bunnies rich off of OnlyFans, and you ain't make none of the chocolate bunnies rich off of OnlyFans. And this is what happened. Karma. Show me the black, they got black girls, don't get it twisted. They got black girls who got rich off OnlyFans. I'm not saying there aren't. But these are celebrities. The Aries of the world and the this, that, and that. Those are celebrities. Now, they got plain Jane, stay-at-home mom, white girls that can easily go on OnlyFans and become multi-millionaires. Multi-millionaires off of OnlyFans because the algorithm favors Caucasian coochie over dark black chocolate coochie. And that, my friend, is called racism. And when you are opening a platform so that women can sexually liberate and free themselves through posting themselves on OnlyFans, and you discriminate because of colors of skin, well, first and foremost, you're discriminating against the goddess. When you discriminate against the black woman, you discriminate against the goddess. I hope you know that. When you discriminate against the black man, you are discriminating against God. Okay? Understand that. This is why racism eats away at itself. This is why you see so many Caucasian people right now at a negative birth rate. Why? Because their men rather go pay the girls on OnlyFans than having their own clique of women that they pay to do them sexual. See, look, white man even got no game like that. It's rare that you can see the white man or the white guy who has multiple different females, and the multiple different females lets him be, you know, are conjoined in the polygamy and they know about it all. It's rare. I'm not saying it don't exist. I'm saying it's rare, right? So when you look at all of these sexual constructs in the matrix right now, you'll see how they are created to favor, number one, Caucasian skin. I don't care what color the Caucasian skin, what ethnicity the Caucasian is. It favors Caucasian skin. These apps, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of these apps are inherently coded and pre-programmed and programmed by racist people, y'all. Y'all gotta know this. This is why the same thing, this is why a Caucasian content creator can go steal something from a chocolate content creator, and when they take from the chocolate content creator that same content that chocolate content creator only had 100 or 200,000 views, and a Caucasian content creator could come steal that, and it goes 30 million, 40 million, 80 million, 100 million views. And you're saying, and y'all wondering, and y'all wondering what? First and foremost, ChatGPT, programmed by racists. OnlyFans is a racist program. Why? Because they only let white girls get the motherfucking $1 million a month, $1 billion a month, $4 million a month on OnlyFans. They only let the white, and they only promote the white girls on OnlyFans, right? I'm not saying black girls, they ain't got no black girls that ain't getting it in, but I'm saying they are not the creme de la creme because the algorithm is racist, okay? The Pornhub algorithm is racist. So why these things are about to fall. All of these things I just named, they're about to fall. Why? Because you can't be programmed on hate and expect exponential growth. Eventually, your growth will implode because you were founded on a chaotic, unstable ground called hatred and racism. Okay? So understand that the goddesses ain't playing with these jokers out here. The goddess is not playing with these jokers out here. Understand what's going on. And you got to understand that the day, the time, the week, the month, the year of the goddess is upon us. And anything that is abusing, misusing, or not using at all, in any way, using the goddess frequency in any way that is not beneficial to all the goddess. Ain't in the realm of the goddess and in the perception of the goddess, there is no such thing as a chosen people. There are only people who are making choices. This is why they are chosen, because there are people who know how to make choices. But there's no such thing as a chosen people. There's only things as people who know how to make choices, which makes them chosen. Demon wearing demonic shirt preaching black. No, this ain't no demonic shirt. 6'7", that's the goddess. 6'7", that's the goddess, baby. 6 plus 7 is what? 6 plus 7 is what? BB the Beast. 6 plus 7 is what? BB the Beast. It is 13. Last time I checked, 13 is the number of the great grand holy mother. Don't have to get don't have to get my great black mama of creation book on you out here and show you what's going on. She is heaven, 7, Sheba. Don't have me getting to you showing. Don't have me get the reading on you. Don't have me get the reading on you. Honestly, I don't want to get distracted. Okay. And remember, and notice how they call everything that's associated with the sacred feminine. Notice how they call everything that's associated with the goddess. Notice how they call it blasphemy and demonic. If it's he got cowrie shells around his neck, dedicated to the goddess Ajay Shaluga herself. It's demonic. Eve is the reason why the fall. Eve is the reason why all men fell, right? Lilith is the bad guy in the story. Oh shit, what her name is? Mary Magdalene, and all these different. Show me a positive, a real, true positive story about a real positive, powerful, godlike woman in the Bible. And you can't find none. You can't find none. But the goddess predates the Bible. This is why you gotta watch these under the spell Christians, under the spell Muslims, under the spell Krishnas and Hindus and Brahmas, and under the spell Jewish leaders, under the spell rabbi leaders, under the spell Catholic leaders, under the spell Islam leaders, under the spell Buddhist leaders. These are all under the spell of patriarchy. For some reason, they believe that males started existence. They believe that a male God created everything, including the female that he's born out of. Well, if male God created everything, why didn't the baby just come out of Joseph? Why did God need to go and holler at Mary in order to get this Jesus thing done if she wasn't the goddess? Because God had to go holler at, but what makes a goddess a goddess? Or what makes a woman a goddess, believe it or not? What? Her chastity. So what did God go holler at? Did God go holler at a bus down and let Jesus be born through the line of a bus down? Or did she holler, or did God go holler at a virgin and let Christ be born through the line of a Virgo? You let me know. But when you're talking about the guys that run OnlyFans, the guys that run all of these sexual platforms, remember, they are incubi and succubi. Yeah, we're so confused. We're so confused, man. We're so confused. Listen, we're so confused in America right now. I don't even like to talk to people because most of y'all don't even have common sense. Most of you watching this don't have common sense. 6672. Make sure you write that down. Most of us in out here don't have common sense. It has already been scientifically shown that Gen Z is the first generation out of all of the generations of human to do worse than their predecessors. Go look it up. Right now, Gen Z, you know why? And I realize it too when they call it Gen Z. Z stands for zombie. What's the zombie? The children who was raised by screens and they don't know how to have, they never had kinetic interaction. They never had uh catch get a little bit. They never played house. They never played doctor. They never played spin the bottle. They never played marbles. They never played double dutch. They never played hide and go seek. They never played red light, green light, yellow light. They never played when they come home from while they're in school, they're on screen. Then when they leave school, they come home to screens, go to bed looking at a screen, and then when mom and dad come home, eager to kick it with mommy and daddy, mom and dad tell you, go look at your screen while I look at my screen, and we both gonna be separated by these screens. And in sports, isn't a screen play a play that what? Dodges the. So when you watching on the screen, when you constantly program by the screen, you are dodging intellect. You are dodging memory. You are dodging recollect. You are dodging the ability to be able to communicate because you are now being programmed by something that wasn't designed to interact with a soul. You are a soul inside of that body. You are a divine spark inside of that body. You were made to interact with other divine sparks. You were made to interact with other souls, but they have removed the play and the connection that we used. I remember I used to have this as a kid. When I came home, I did my chores, I did my homework, I was able to go outside and play and didn't have to worry about no pedophiles kidnapping us, didn't have to worry about no child predators, didn't have to worry about all of these weirdos stalking us, didn't have to worry about all of these crazy things going on. All right? We only watched TV for 30 minutes when we were kids, right? We only watched TV for 30 minutes when we was kids. We came inside, did our, and the TV was on as a background noise because we was doing some chores or we was doing some type of activity like schoolwork or something like that. But we weren't really we couldn't wait to go outside and go play, go outside and go fight, go outside and go and go test one another's skill sets as teenagers and kids. You feel what I'm saying? But now these teenagers, as soon as they make 18, remember when we made 18, we wanted to go and be something with ourselves. As soon as they make 18 now, they want to go on OnlyFans and do lazy work. And remember, that's the no work at all. I call it the no work at all syndrome. When you ain't, they don't want to put in no real work, not knowing that's where the real gifts of life are at. The real gift of life is at doing and putting in the work. And what's happening is our kids in America aren't doing the work, and they are mystified by, hey, not only am I not doing the work, but I'm mystified at these results that I'm getting. Aren't you guys supposed to be? Aren't you guys supposed to be helping me? This sense of entitlement, like somebody owes them something. Ain't nobody owe you nothing, nigga. You chose to come here and incarnate into this body, to the messed up ass parents, into this messed up ass U-Haul of life. Okay? Now figure it out. But guess what? How you gonna figure it out when you ain't never had no peer group to figure it out with? Another thing, is going crazy. Chuck Norris done died, huh? Chuck Norris done slid. He out of here. Old boy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he out of here. Who else? Somebody else. It was like four, 5 people that died this week in the celebrity world. And they don't realize that all of them had some type of a reputation, not in a good standing with the goddess at all. And so when you see shirts like this, 6'7", they try to make you think it's demonic. They try to make you think that 6'7" is demonic, when 6'7" is actually the code to the bosom of the source goddess. Okay? Because you got to understand 6 + 7 is 13. Right? This is why they hid the 13, but now in the New World Order, the 13th house is open and the second house is hidden. Remember this, because they misplaced and gave woman the number 2, and when woman came first. Understand that. You guys do understand that men came before women. You know that, right? This is scientifically provable. You know that, right? Just look at our genes. Whose genes are bigger? Is it the X chromosome that is bigger than the Y chromosome, or is it the Y chromosome that is bigger than the X chromosome? When you look at it, you'll see that the X chromosome is 3 to 5 times larger than the Y chromosome. And it is also noted that the Y chromosome is a mutation of the X chromosome. Man, this is why pay attention to your alphabets, right? When you pay attention to your alphabets, you're gonna see that X, there's X, then Y, then Z, right? X, then Y, then Z. So we see it right there in the alphabet that Y comes after X and X come before Y. But then what does Z represent? Z represents the ending. So when they call this generation Z, this generation, the generation Z is literally the last representation of the ignorant human. Gen Z is the last listen, we're all about to learn a lesson from Gen Z. And we're all about to go back to the drawing board and go back to the old way. Why? Because we see the new way didn't work. For the first time in history, Gen Z will be the first generation that doesn't supersedes the last generation that came before it. Let me see if I can find that. I don't like to tell. I don't like to talk. Let me see if I can go find that receipt right quick. Gen Z is the worst generation. Let me go see if I can find that right now. Gen Z is the only generation to not supersede. Sorry, let me take it out. Surpass the last generation. I want to see if that pop up real quick. Look, are you ready? Gen Z has the lowest average IQ of all generations. Recent research points to a notable decline in average IQ test scores among Gen Z compared to millennials, marking the first recorded drop between generations. They're the first generation in modern history to score lower on the standardized academic test than the one before it. They underperformed on basically every cognitive measure, from basic attention, memory, literacy, numeracy, executive function, and general IQ. And to make matters worse, most of these young people are overconfident about how smart they are. The smarter people think they are, the dumber they actually are. A sad fact is this generation has no, the sad fact our generation has to face is this: our kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age. And I'm telling you, because the average 16-year-old Man, bro, I was able to have, I had my own apartment at 16. What are you talking about? The average 16-year-old, you wouldn't dare catch the average 16-year-old with their own crib. I emancipated from my parents when I was 15. You wouldn't dare catch the average 16-year-old, 15-year-old doing that. So yes, it is literally, they dropped in everything. From cognitive measure, they don't know how to measure or know the distances of things, right? Cognitive measure. Where it goes? And basic attention. Their attention spans are the lowest ever recorded of history. Okay? The attention spans. Ready? The memory. They don't remember nothing. Literacy. They can't talk and communicate worth a damn. And the brain is wired by word. So if the less words you know, the less words you know, the less intelligent you are. The more words you know, the more intelligent you are. And the more that you're able to apply the words you know, the more wiser you are. Okay? This is devastating. Look, these white folk having a fit. Look, them crackers having a fit. Our children are stupid as ever. Why? Because y'all let the choo-choo trains run the station. Wait a minute, what my choo-choo train? Y'all let the choo-choo trains run the station. That's why. Hold on. This teacher turned cognitive scientist shared a disturbing reality that left the room stunned. Our kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age. Yeah, here you go. I'm about to play the video for it. Let me get this shit loud real quick.
I mean, former teacher turned cognitive neuroscientist who focuses on human learning. And I do not receive funding, nor have I ever, from big tech. So a sad fact our generation has to face is this. Our kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age. Since we've been standardizing and measuring cognitive development since the late 1800s, every generation has outperformed their parents. And that's exactly what we want. We want sharper kids. And the reason for this largely has been school. Each generation spends more time in school. We use school to develop our cognition. Congratulations, you see your correlation. Until Gen Z. Gen Z is the first generation in modern history to underperform us on basically every cognitive measure we have, from basic attention to memory to literacy to numeracy to executive functioning to even general IQ, even though they go to more school than we did. So why? What happened? What happened around 2010 that decoupled schooling from cognitive development?
What happened in 2010 that completely changed the minds of the new generation? We're about to find out.
It can't be school. Schools basically look the same. It can't be biology. This hasn't had enough time to change.
Well, what is
the
it?
answer appears to be the tools we are using within schools to drive that learning. 100% agree. Across 80 countries, as Gene was just saying, if you look at the data, once countries adopt digital technology widely in schools, performance goes down significantly, to the point where kids who use computers about 5 hours per day in school for learning purposes will score over 2/3 of a standard deviation less than kids who rarely or never touch tech at school. And that's across 80 countries.
That's why my children can't never to have no cell phone. That's why my children ain't never. The only thing my children can do is watch educational things that I choose on TV for a certain amount of short time. Yeah. I've been recognized that the world was going to go to hell because of these TV screens, and my prediction came correctly. They want to watch the TV. They want to watch the screen more than they want to interact with each other. This is why this generation is horrible at communication. The horrible, and we can't blame nobody but ourselves because we're the ones that gave it to them. The kids didn't just the school system didn't build itself. We know that the school system is faulty. We know that the school system has turned into a monstrosity of non-learning. You look at the curriculum, what is all this whole crazy stuff? Then remember, when they took cursive out, that's when it happened. When they took the cursive out, and Breakfast Club still, listen, on his daughter claims that he's not, man, listen, bro. Not to get off the topic of the subject, but if your children coming out trying to slander you in the public, you wasn't a good parent. That means you were too overly nice or you were too emotionally removed. Yeah, nah, man. Remember, the reason why your children defy you, the reason why your children disrespect you is because they respect the school more than you, because they spend time at the school more than you. And whoever spends the most time with the child is going to be the one to raise the child. Do you know that, right? Not the one who bust their ass 12, 16, 18-hour days. No, your kid is not going to respect you. Why? Because you don't spend time with them, and time is money. Not going. So why you think you get paid all that money from that job? Because you're spending time there. So time is money, the same thing with children. The child respects the parents that show the most time. If both parents shows an equal amount of the most time, then both parents will be respected. And that child will most likely grow up nicely well-rounded because they know and got a prime example from the bloodline of their mother, from the example of their mother and father as how to be. If you ask your child, or they ask your child what you want to be when you grow up, and your child don't say you messed up as a parent. That's a hard pill to swallow, huh? If somebody random asks your child, who do you want to be when you grow up? And your child don't say, I want to be like my mama. I want to be like my daddy. Then you messed up. You messed up somewhere. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, my children will be like, Dad, what can I do when I grow up? When I grow up, I want to do what you do. Yeah, that's how that's gonna be with me and my children. That's how it's gonna be. Huh? That's how I gotta be. Why? Because man, I am not in the I am not into the leave a child up to its own devices and letting a child make its own decisions. No, children could cry children could laugh while they're crying and clap about it at the same time. Go look, a child could go, ah! And you start clapping your hands and go, yay! And the child will still be crying, go, ah! Ah, 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 ah. Oh wow, I was tripping. That could literally. So we know children can't make their own decisions. We know children can't make their own decisions. So why all of a sudden, they got these god dang nabbit laws that are allowing these children to have surgical procedures done to them when they're not even old enough to vote. They're not old enough to drink. They're not old enough to drive, but they can go and pay and get under the surgical knife. This is crazy. The lunacy. This is and this is why the great grand holy mother and all of the goddesses created God. The goddess council and the great grand holy mother created God so that God can be the referee. The holy, sacred, feminine God source, sorry. The goddess source created the God force so that the God force can enforce certain rules and regulations so that these bitches, these chaotic goddesses don't implode on themselves and ruin themselves from all of this primordial water. The God was then created from the substance, made in her image, made in her likeness, but not quite like her likeness, right? So we look like her. We got nipples like her, but our nipples don't have no milk. We got uh we got a clitoris like her, but our clitoris is called a penis. We have fallopian tubes and ovaries like her, but our fallopian tubes and ovaries are called testes and testicles, right? And scrotum, right? Um, yeah, we're able to ejaculate her like her, but hers is called feminine ejaculation of the original ejaculation, right? So understand that males are copy paste mutated females. The female copied and pasted herself, but removed some sacred feminine qualities. Like number one, she removed the mitochondrial DNA. No male in existence possesses the mitochondrial. Only the female possesses the mitochondria. And what is the mitochondria? The mitochondria is the DNA building blocks of life. Men don't possess the mitochondria. Males don't possess the mitochondria. Only the female possess the mitochondria. Number two, She removed his ability. She removed the ability to what? Procreate without the necessity of a female. Mutated herself and removed what? 3/5, removed 3/5. This is why we consider 3/5 human. Y'all didn't know they were talking about men, and they made y'all thought they were talking about black people. No, they were talking about males. Males are 3/5 human. Why? Because the original human is the goddess, the black woman, and we are the mutated men, aka the X-Men. X-Men are what, y'all? Mutants. Let's talk about the mutants. Who are the mutants? We are. Let's talk about the fallen angels. Who are the fallen angels? We are. Why? Because the DNA of the genome of the sacred feminine had to fall for X to become a Y. So this is why you look at the letter Y and it looks like an X that's missing a leg or X that's missing a body part. Go look at the letters. This is another thing that shows you, and another way is how the goddesses left a clue for you to figure it out, because they made sure that the X chromosome was before the Y chromosome, even though the X and the Y are both used in math. The X is used more than the Y in mathematics. Go check your chat GPT. What's used more in math, chat? X or Y? X is exponentially, exponentially. XXX corn movies don't get off without the X. Triple X rated. Remember this. XXX chromosome. Matter of fact, we're all if you are a male, right? Remember, there's 3 X's and 1 Y. That's 3X plus 1 Y. Solve it. That's literally the formula for gender. That's literally the formula for yin and yang. So when you understand, when you go around abusing the privilege, see, remember the difference between OF and PH is PH. You could go on, anybody right now can go on there for free and become a corn star and start earning coin, and you got to get it out the mud. And ain't no such thing as, oh, I'm on Cornhub and I'm on Cornhub, come get me come check me out. Nah. Even if you're on Cornhub, it's kind of like a YouTube deal with Cornhub. You gotta put that work in, and and then when you gain a following and all of this type of other stuff, then. But OF is like Patreon or something. OF is like, oh no, listen, OF, you can start your OF page, and when you start your OF page, we're gonna charge these guys to view you. And they can pay whatever they want. Man, a man can pay you $1 million if he want, And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna be the broker between you two. And we're gonna take a fee. So basically you pimping. OF, that's called OF pimping. So OF pimping, right? And then they got the nerve to want to have racial discrimination in the app. So the same thing that the Snow Bunny could come and do and hop on OnlyFans and go platinum, and next thing you know, she has a check the next week. Oh, they don't wait till no month. If you get hit with the bag right then, let's say somebody swarm her and she gets all these millions of dollars, right? OnlyFans get their cut, she get her cut. Then Uncle Sam, look how many people are graping her. She is not able to get her full cut. That's stopping. That's stopping in the world today. Why? Because that's called usury. That's called usury. If she does all the work, but you get all the credit, that's called fraud, my brother. If the woman doing all this work, but getting less credit, remember, this is why these girls are, it's not that the fact that, the WNBA, the WNBA, how can we put it? The WNBA is trash or weak. No. You know what's wrong with the WNBA? The WNBA ain't got male support. So therefore the WNBA don't make no money. right? But remember this here. Ain't a bunch of men don't want to go see a group of women acting like them. So there's all dynamics to this stuff. But when you analyze what's going on, a lot of big names have been falling and falling and falling. Big names like that we never thought was gonna take a hit. We ain't never thought how many people that are behind bars are unalived and gone and X'd out that we never we never thought in a million years that was gonna happen to such and such, right? Man, we never thought in a million years that Diddy was gonna be behind the bars and we were gonna be saying no Diddy, no Diddy. Who thought in a million years we would be saying no Diddy, no Diddy because P. Diddy was with the crazy stuff and it finally came out and they gave him a little slap on the wrist. Go do your little 4 years in jail. Go do your little slap on the wrist. We already got rid of all of the key evidence. It's already got rid of all the key players. Go get through the slap on the wrist. Who would have thought in a trillion years that news outlets would be accusing Jay-Z and Beyonce, T.I. and Tiny, all of your top Hollywood couples of SA. Who would have thought in a million years that Nicki Minaj was gonna come out and say that Jay-Z was a baby blood drinking, baby eating pedophile? Who would have ever thought that? Who would have thought that? Did you think that Nicki Minaj would ever do such a thing? And then right after Nicki Minaj, Salt and Pepper did it, and then somebody else just did it. Another little snow bunny just did it. The chocolate bunnies and the snow bunnies all over the world. Man, ready? They got this thing called decenter men, where the females are choosing to not make the guy the center of attention anymore. But remember, that's how it was. The man was the peacock and he got chose. Man, understand this. Understand this. We got to understand that there is a disease in the world, and that disease is the plague of mind. None of us are using our common sense. None of us are using the cognitive measure. Remember, this is what the first thing that it teaches you. Cognitive measure. We don't even know how to measure what's what in life to know what's what in life. You see what I'm saying? Measurements and knowing how to measure, knowing how to put things together, knowing the distances of something. If you know that from here, if you can eyeball that from here to here is 30 feet. From there to there, maybe they can't even eyeball what's 10 feet anymore. They can't even eyeball what's 5, 6, 7, 8 feet anymore. Remember, I told you when they took cursive out of school, that's when the fall began. So when did they take cursive out of school? Let's go see, chat. Whenever they took cursive out of school, that's when the fall began. When did they take cursive out of school? Let's see. Cursive was never officially taken out of all schools at once. What actually happened is more gradual and policy driven. Here are the real timelines. Before 2010, standard practice cursive was widely taught in U.S. elementary schools. It was considered a basic skill, usually through the 2nd to 4th grade. Around 2010, a major shift happened. Didn't that dude just say 2010? Wait a minute.
Horvath, I'm a former teacher turned cognitive neuroscientist who focuses on human learning. And I do not receive funding, nor have I ever from big tech. So a sad fact our generation has to face is this. Our kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age. Since we've been standardizing and measuring cognitive development since the late 1800s, every generation has outperformed their parents, and that's exactly what we want for our kids. And the reason for this largely has been school. Each generation spends more time in school. We use school to develop our cognition. Congratulations, you see your correlation. Until Gen Z is the first generation in modern history to underperform us on basically every cognitive measure we have, from basic attention to memory to literacy to numeracy to executive functioning to even general IQ, even though they go to more school than we did. So why? What happened? What happened around 2010 that
What happened around 2010? Around 2010, major shift. The turning point came with the adoption of the Common Core standard. I hated Common Core. When Common Core entered public schools, that was the end of our intelligence. Common Core Common Core removed common sense from our core. Mm-mm-mm. The Common Core state standards. Cursive was not included in these standards. The minute we stop learning cursive, because cursing, right? Cursive is cursing. And the minute we stop learning how to perform our own cursive, the minute that the government's cursive took over our lives. And what's the government's cursive? The cursor called the mouse. Soon as when their mouse took over and our cursive stopped and their cursive kept going. Their mouse and their pads and their gadgets kept going. Our learning and our memory, all of these things started to dwindle in 2010. So from 2010, so it's only been what? It's from 2010 to 2026. So 2010 is at what? 10, that's 20. It's only been 16 years, bro. It's only been 16 years, bro. So in 16 years, they took us, they dwindled us down, they dwindled our kids down to the worstest generation of learning ever. There's no such, every generation did better than the next generation except Generation Z. Gen Z is the only generation that is doing more horrible than all of the other generations. Why? Because they introduced the Common Core standard into the public school system, and now they're seeing that the Common Core standard has dwindled and made them less smarter, when the whole point is to get more smarter kids, more smarter innovation, more smarter forward progress, more intelligence, more spirituality, because intelligent people are going to start seeking the spirit eventually because they're intelligent, and their intelligence is going to tell them, hey, maybe I should get spiritual. That's just common sense. But when you enter Common Core removes common sense. And now we have the dumbest people on the face of the planet Earth, and they would rather go and defame themselves on OnlyFans before they upgrade themselves in their mind, in their intellect, in their wisdom, in their knowledge, and their understanding, and their intuition, and all of these great, wonderful things that somehow, for some reason, I don't know why, but we humans take that stuff for granted a lot. And now that you're seeing, especially the white folks, see, because black folk, we ain't never get a chance to read, right? So they really concerned about this because number one, white people, the white people across the world, do you know this? I don't know if you know this or not. So if you're a white person, just check this and Google this or chat GPT this. White people across the globe are dying in rapid droves. You know that, right? So much so that the white race is in a decline where they're not making it up to the replacement rate. What is the replacement rate? Meaning, however many people that die, equal or greater. However many people pass away, twice that has to be born. So let's say if 1,000 people pass away, 2,000 people better be born in order to meet the replacement rate. Go look, Google, ChatGPT, Elon, anywhere. Go look, and they're not showing this on CNN. They're not showing this on none of the news channels. The Caucasian race is literally dwindling and dying, and they're in panic mode. This is why they're so heavily pushing the interracial agenda. The interracial agenda is their final attempt at racial survival. So we got to make some Drakes. We got to make some Patrick Mahomes. We got to. Why? Because if we don't unite with our parents, if we don't go holler at our parents, we're going to die. This is what the Caucasian sees, plain as day. But the Caucasian has done something that even he didn't see was going to mess up the whole thing. What? He over-sexualized his female. And what happened when the Caucasian male over-sexualized Becky and turned her into an OnlyFans girl, Becky found a way to finally usurp her man. She finally found a way. And for the last 16 years, Becky been like, F this, F that, we going on OnlyFans. I'm not learning a damn thing. But what did that do for the next generation of Becky's children? So who put this in place? Who put the Common Core standard in place? I don't care who did it. It's our government. Boom, ready? So when they put in place 2010 and 2016, rapid decline. Because schools followed the Common Core standard closely, teachers had less time for cursive. Some schools dropped it entirely. Others made it optional or minimal. 2016 to present. A comeback in some states, several states, pushed back and brought cursive back into the requirements. Why? Because they see how stupid the children are. They see how ignorant. They see how dumb. They see how the kids are not that bright of today's time. And so look what they're doing. They're making sure that they're putting videos out there so that you don't give them kids that screen time. They're making sure that you listen. All of the things that's being preached right now is preaching the promotion of the procreation or the promotion of the happiness of the white family. Why? Because white girls don't want to get pregnant for white dudes no more. Do you know that? Go check it out. Just go Google it. Just go Google it, go TikTok it, go YouTube it. White women don't want to be impregnated by white men anymore because more and more they're finding out that these white dudes aren't men. These dudes are getting honey. Them dudes is going right here in the backside with it, right? Them dudes is messing with the kids with it. Them dudes is terrorizing their women and treating their women horrible. These dudes, and now look, they did a whole thing. Remember, they rather choose the bear. That wasn't no black females. Nah, because Becky wanted the black god. They were saying the man versus the bear. They wasn't talking about the black man versus the bear. We know the bear lose if it's the black man versus the bear. If you say, what would you rather, a black man or the bear? All the white girls would have said, a black man. And the bear loses. But when you ask the white girl, what would you rather, the man or the bear? The white girl chose the bear. Because they know the white boy is horrible. They know the white boy's horror stories. They know where all the bodies is buried. They know all of the dirt that the white boy done did. And they said, I would rather sleep with a bear. I would rather procreate with a bear. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If you go back 16 years ago, go back in 2010 and ask women that same question. What would you rather, a man or a bear? I guarantee you all the women would choose a man. Hands down. Go back to 2010 or before 2010 and ask that same question. What would you rather, the man or the bear? And the women are going to say, the man. 16 years later, a decade later, a man or a bear? The bear. Now, understand, when you talk about the man, we already know they're talking about the white man. Come on, that's what we used to call him back in the day, the man. Oh, man, you snitching to the man. To the man. And the man called us and treated us like boys. And we was the boys. When in actuality, the opposite is true. We the men, and they the boys, and we done fell hook, line, and sinker for it. Because if you go back and ask that question, now ask that same question to a white girl. What would you rather, a black man or the bear? Well, she gonna go, oh gosh, I've never had a black man before. That's what she's gonna do. That's what she's gonna do. So we understand why, OnlyFans is popular. It's not because a whole bunch of black men spending their money on OnlyFans. Let's get that clear. Let's get that clear. OnlyFans is not $1 billion industry because a whole bunch of black dudes decide to come pay to look at some white girls. No. I'm sorry. OnlyFans is not rich. Listen, the white girl on OnlyFans making $4 million a month ain't making that $4 million off black man's hands, off black man's pockets. Sorry. Why? Because we know that they want us more than the bear. So we know they're not talking about us when they're talking about the man versus the bear. They was talking about the man versus the bear. Right. So all of you see, look, old boy from Cash App gone. Oh, look, all of these things. Old boy from Cash App gone. I think didn't old boy from Bitcoin. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Who's died in the last 14 days? Days that's famous. Let's see. Let's see what happened in the last 2 weeks. You got to go everything about 2 week cycles. Why? Because the new moon and the wax gets gets their 14 days, and the full moon and the wane gets its 14 days. All right, boom. Superman actress Valerie Perrin died, 82 years old, Parkinson's disease. Nicholas Brandon, known for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, died March 20th, 320. Chuck Norris, age not confirmed here, action star, reported, died March 20th. Kiki Shepard, longtime Showtime at the Kiki Shepard from Showtime at the Apollo out here, died March 16th. Jordan Wright, ex on the beach, found dead March 14th. Former Syracuse QB died March 14th. That's Rex Culpepper. Is he married? Is he what you call it? Is he of the dude Culpepper that used to play football? The black dude Culpepper? Also reported very recently, less mainstream niche. Seth Peterson, 28, died March 21st. Ben Keaton, TV and theater actor, March 23rd. Quick reality check. These celebrity deaths are fluctuating fast. New ones get reported daily. Some reports can be inaccurate or unconfirmed, so I filter for credible news sources. If you want, I can narrow it down further. Only rappers and musicians, only black celebrities, or only A-list names. Damn, look at I told you the algorithm racist. Look, only rappers and musicians, black celebrities, or only major A-list names, or even who died this week only. No, that was cool. Just told you the last 14 days. The last 1 or 2 weeks, the last few days. Bam, we got that. So look at that. All right, I'm just making sure. I'm making sure that he ain't I forgot the other Culpepper. I forgot his name, the other Culpepper dude. But a lot of bodies are dropping right now. And Leonidas and Leonis, he is not the only one that's about to succumb to the pressure of the goddess. The pressure of the goddess is and has always will be the darkness. And from the darkness came the light, not the other way around. From the darkness came the light. Dante Culpepper, the black quarterback. Yeah. I'm thinking about Dante Culpepper. See? You know what I'm saying? The cult of the peppers. Pepper cult. Oh man. So anyway, getting back. Hold on. Let me see who else died. Hold on, man. Damn, Chuck Norris and Nicholas Brendan, they hit boom. Nicholas Brendan was only 54 though. Valerie, you was 82, so that's everybody ain't tripping about you. Kiki Shepard, you was about to be 70. She made it to 69. Jordan Wright, you was 33. Rex Culpepper was 28. Seth Peterson, that sounds familiar, man. Who is Seth Peterson? I gotta go Google this nigga right now. Who is Seth Peterson? That sound familiar. Seth Peterson. What is he known for? Oh, I forgot what he known for. I forgot. Let me look. Oh, he played on Burn Notice, and he played another. He like one of them little B-lists. Oh, this nigga a gay adult actor. Oh man, see, died at 55, Harlem, New York. Damn, bruh. Hey, bruh. It is what it is, bro. I wonder what he died of. They ain't saying what he died of, though. They're not saying what he got, what he passed away from. Which is cool. I'm not looking for explanation, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, the game is really crazy now, man. Kelly Osbourne and Sid Wilson split weeks ago. Future is uncertain. Wowzers. Kelly Osbourne, you look like an archon inhabited your whole shit and took your whole life for. Man, I got the video. Hold on, what a video? I'm about to go look at my video. I got the video with a dude talking about hold on, man. I got the video with a dude talking about how they replace the body, how they do the soul swap. Hold on, man. The dude had a theory on the soul swap that was very interesting. And I wanted to live there and let me see, hold on, man. What a soul swapping dude at, bro? The dude that talk about boom. Oh, let me see. Y'all hear about Beyonce mama and the gumbo? Oh, wait a minute, wait. I got sidetracked. Hold on, man. What I was looking for before that, man. Damn, Tina, you threw me off track. Now you about to make me go and look. Now you about to make me go and whatchamacallit. What's been going on lately, man? Let's see what's been going on lately. Hold on, man. Tina, Beyonce mama, first and foremost, if you see a multimillionaire's mother out there on the gram, out there in real life, selling gumbo to you in real time, in real life, this lady selling gumbo to these people, and everybody reported they was getting food poisoning. Everybody reported that something was wrong with the gumbo. If a multimillionaire's mom is trying to sell you gumbo, $25 a cup at the state fair, run, dun 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 dun, run.
That girl says she is not going to give her money to a Luke Owl. And I believe her because she got an accent. So I know she knows what she's talking about. Everybody who ate Tina Knowles gumbo, this gumbo, the reason why y'all sick is because y'all don't know what the fuck she put in that damn gumbo. And see, if you know anything about Luke, you know that they last for 101 days. The curse lasts for at least 101 days. That means whatever the fuck going on with y'all stomach right now, you finna feel that shit for the next 2, 3.
Now we know. Cause remember, let's correlate. Ain't everybody complaining about Houston going crazy right now? Now we know why Houston going crazy right now. Tina Knowles up to no good, man. The witchy knows are up to no good, man. Hold on, man. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Let me make sure that I pay homage to the great grand holy mother of all divine before we keep going. My bad, great mother. I forgot. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. She is the great grand holy mother of all divine. She is the great grand holy mother of all divine. Source of all gods, guide our lives. You are the great grand holy mother of all divine. She is the great grand holy mother of all divine. You are the great grand holy mother of all divine. Source of all gods, guide our lives. In the name of the great grand holy mother of all divine. Ai, Aumeu Sara, Aumeu Sara, Aumeu Sara, Aumeu Sara, Ishandro Boshetaya, Ishandro Boshetaya, Aumeu Sara, Aumeu Sara. All praises be to the goddess, all praises be to the goddess, all praises be to the goddess. All praises be to the great grand holy mother of all divine. All praises be to the sacred feminine, Holy Spirit, the original Christ, the original Savior. Well, that's some good stuff. Wait a minute, I might just have to keep this on me. I'm gonna have to keep this on me right here, man. Y'all ain't never drink no time tea. I heard when you drink time, it gives you time. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. I got something wrong going on. I gotta turn on my fan right in the background, dog, before I keep going. Gotta be comfy. Can't be unreasonable. So what y'all think going on with this Tina Knowles, bro? What y'all think going on with Beyonce mama selling gumbo, acting like she from New Orleans, and you know, it ain't probably long time since you've been a New Orleans native. Somebody said witchcraft in that gumbo. Houston got crazy ass CDs right now. Man, listen. This is the one thing you gotta know. The one thing you gotta know. Anytime a multi-millionaire's mother is using her fame to sell you $25 cups of gumbo, and everybody reporting bad on Tina. We're just gonna do it on the search engine. Tina Knowles gumbo. 'Cause remember they shut the gumbo place down. She opened the gumbo place, and the gumbo place was closed in less than a week. Wait a minute, man. Tina Knowles, what made you think you was gonna be able to do that on my watch without it immediately getting busted? Hold on, man. Hold on. Oh, what Tasha K got to say about it? What Tasha K stupid ass got to say about it? Wait a minute. Tasha K about to go on. Wait.
Oh my God. So Jasmine, I need some what you call it, some sage right now while we do this whole thing. First of all, tell me, why are y'all eating gumbo in the heat? And that's why I eat oysters, because I had some the other day, and they messed up my stomach, but it was still good. I still ate, even though my stomach was messed up, I still went to another oyster bar and ate more. I like getting a little stomach virus. I lose weight, you know. I tell anybody that got a stomach virus, I'm like, at least you're gonna lose some weight, or that stomach gonna be flat, child.
Cause everybody reported stomach viruses. Everybody said their stomach was. Oh man, that girl said them curses last 101 days. God, Tina, Tina must have old man. If you would have ate, anybody who ate the whole cup probably would have died. I promise you. Everybody was spitting it out. Everybody was doing taste tests and doing bad review taste tests on this motherfucking shit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Tina.
You have gray hair, whether on your head or beard.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait.
Y'all greedy asses see what's going on with Mama Knows in that damn gumbo, right? You see, the problem is y'all trust people too much. Soon as shit start trending, y'all do what the trend say. You had numerous people go and get that gumbo and said that gumbo was nasty. You had numerous people go and get that gumbo and say Mama Knows had an attitude. And then you had another woman say that she wasn't about to give her money to a luau. And I don't think you know what that is. You see, the quickest way for somebody to do something to you is through your stomach. Now all of a sudden, Houston Health Department
done closed that shit down. But go look at all of the different reviews of Tina. Let me see, because X is a little bit more. Let me see. Here, go right here. Mama Tina's overpriced gumbo violated 6 health violations according to Houston inspectors. Frozen food, the frozen food was not frozen. It was thawed. In seafood, in the cases of seafood, that's immediate food poisoning down there. Stored in non-food grade containers. That's okay. Prepared, stored at unpermitted facility. Yeah, I know. Why? Because she put that juju and that gree in there, woo woo in there, woo woo in there. Yeah, what they, yeah, probably put some probably put some adrenochrome in that thing and everything. They didn't even know they probably was, man, they probably was eating baby parts and everything in there. Food source changed, not on permit. So where she said she was getting the food from, when they investigated, oh, she wasn't getting the food from there no more. Okay. No cooling temperature or time, no date marking on the food. We don't know what expired, man. Oh, damn. Man, listen, look at this woman and tell me if you think this woman is somebody. Look at this bitch looking like the female version of Saul. Look. What make you, why would you ever trust? This is why I say black people are asleep. This is why I say black folks, y'all sleep. You tell me you can look Beyonce's mama in her face and call that a good spirited soul looking back at you. She looked like looked like she done ate too many kids. She looked like man, bro. Why would you ever trust Mama Tina's gumbo? Mama Tina gumbo? Beyonce, why your mama out here selling gumbo and y'all billionaires? Namye Rengekyo. Namye Rengekyo. All praises be to the goddess. Everything plays out on your sacred feminine divine timing, you know. I didn't mean to, raise my voice, but why would you ever buy Beyonce's mama gumbo? I'm mad at black people. I'm not mad at Tina. Tina went with her move, and y'all so hyped up by these celebrities. Y'all just, man, y'all don't know what that lady put in that food. Y'all don't know what kind of spells that lady doing at that fair. Well, remember when they try to put out that clothing line didn't do so well. Why? Man, these people are not who they say they are, man. These people not who they say they are, bro. I would never in a trillion, billion, for billions, a zillion, a lillion years buy gumbo from Beyonce's mom, bro. What the fuck in the hell? Why would I buy Tina's gumbo when I make better gumbo than Tina? And I'm from New Orleans. And I know they got New Orleanians that's out there in Texas making better gumbo than Tina. And y'all bought Beyonce mama gumbo? Goody for y'all. That's goody for y'all for wanting to trust the Wicked Witch of the Texas, the Wicked Witch of the Central, whatever, the Wicked Witch of the Texas, I don't know, the Wicked Witch of the West, whatever you want to call her. Whatever you want to call her, she's a Wicked Witch. Oh, Mr. Julian Brown, Mr. Plastiline. Once again, I wanted to show you this shit. Mr. Plastiline is once again doing the phony shit. Oh, look, first time I started a Hellcat. Then I started a Ducati. Then I started this car. Then I started that car. Then I started, Julian Brown's Plastiline fuels a 2016 Rolls Royce. So you got this much, and listen, this is how you know it's a scam, y'all. I'm about to show you this shit. Let's watch it. Let me show you how let's watch it so we can see it's a scam first. Hold on. Wait a minute. There's a better wait a minute.
That's a false. No, what I could is lie.
So how many cars you gonna start up before you get this? All this time and all this money and all this type of shit that's a lot of smoke and mirrors right there, bro. The man poured some fluid into a 2016. He says Vaseline. Poured the fluid into a 2016 Rolls Royce, and everybody is cheering. Can't nobody buy no Vaseline though. That's a red flag, my buddy. My buddy, old pal, friend. That's a red flag. If all he do is start cars with it, but he still he could take 2016 Vaseline and pour it into a emptied out Rolls Royce, and he still ain't got no Rolls Royce. He's still riding in a Subaru, Mitsubishi, whatever he say he riding in. But he's starting all of these fancy model cars, but none of these cars are his cars. He's let's just analyze it real quick. Let's look at how he dressed. He dressed in all black like a magician. He's dressed in all black like a magician. As we go along, we can see it right here. He's dressed in all black like a magician. He got the why is this why look, are you ready? Look at the background. He got two girls dressed in black and white checkerboard. Two girls in the background dressed in black and white checkerboard. Let me find a real video. Let me find a real video. Cause that's the one. Hold up, that's my mixtape. Hold on, let me find a real video. Let me show you real quick. I think I saved it already. I think I bookmarked it already. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I bookmarked it right here. So here we go. Look.
Humanity, we are here. Much love to everybody of Huntsville. Thank you to Jabbar Westbrook for dedicating his 2016 Rolls Dawn to be the first Rolls Royce in the world, the first luxury vehicle, first V12 engine in the world to ever operate off of plastiline, 100% gasoline made from plastic waste, 110 octane. Do you guys think it's gonna run?
Man, this shit reminds me of Dr. Umar showing us the school. Or Dr. Y'all remember when Dr. Umar got married to them two fake black women at that fake black poly wedding? Y'all remember that? That's what it feels like when I be watching the Plastiline Man. It looked like I be watching a whole bunch of people trying to convince us about Plastiline, but there's no real data on Plastiline outside of the data that Julian Brown gives us in the form of these video demonstrations of him pouring Plastiline in expensive cars. Why you just can't go on live and say, look, y'all, it's my Mitsubishi. You know, she say he drive a Miata or something, Miata or Pinata, Mitsubishi. He drive one of them type of cars. And why you just don't come on there and just go live? Look at y'all, my Plastiline is made of this. I pour it in this right here. So I take this right here and I do this and I take this right here. We ain't trying to learn all your method. But there are certain things that if you were really, really making this at really, 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 really doing this, you'll know some ins and outs that nobody else would know but you. And you wouldn't have to keep trying to show us you powering this up in no Rolls Royce. You powering it. No, you could have took that vial and made some more gallons, and you could have sold 10-gallon distribution bundles, 10 gallons of Plastiline for, so let's say right now gas is at $3.69, almost $4 for gas. Okay, then if it's $4 for gas, then it's gonna be $10 a gallon for Plastiline. Period. Why? Because you're not the gas station. Now, if you had a gas station, or you could turn your house into a gas station, but y'all niggas live so scary. I don't want nobody knowing where I live. They're gonna try to unalive me, man. No, man, that's smoke and mirrors, bro. Y'all dudes is frauding the black community, trying to get the black community to donate money to y'all causes, but y'all causes can't be provable except for on the internet. There's no real data behind watching this shit. Here, let's go, man. Let's watch this cringy ass shit.
thank you all so much for being a part of history today. I want to remind everybody that in the after party, because we all know what's going to run, at Entice Bar and Grill, that's actually, wait. Now, before I put this Vaseline in, we need to make sure that this thing will not start. So, I'm going to hold this mic inside of the ignition while Jabbar hits it. I'm going to see it, don't start. Nothing. Is that starting, Jabbar? No, sir. Is that starting, crowd? All right. You guys.
Do what I'm saying. So, once again, this is all smoke and mirrors, all distractions, y'all. Hey, man, I hope the day comes where I'm wrong and Placeline is at the corner store like Exxon. I hope one day I'm wrong and Placeline is at the corner store like Exxon. But until then, little boy, you is out here frauding people. You ain't nothing but a little young Mason in training, little young Freemason in training, trying to siphon more money out of the black community because all of the societies know that black people are suckers for their celebrity crushes. What else going on in the world? They got more stuff going on in the world, man. Vaseline doing crazy. What are they talking about right here?
A new report from Reuters today found that every single living president is a descendant.
All right, I heard that. Oh, look, y'all ever heard of the tortoise in the hair? The tortoise actually beat the hare for real. They had a hare, they put a hare, and they let it race the tortoise, and the tortoise actually beat the hare in real life. Go check that out. I want y'all to go check that out. Go see that for yourself. It's on Twitter X or X Twitter. But what y'all think going on with this Aiden Ross coming out gay with the Whack 100 stuff? Now all of a sudden, all these dudes doing these gay rituals. Kasha not was just wearing a dress. Aiden came out gay, right? It's going crazy. Oh, don't talk about Jeffrey Epstein reborn. That boy done got him a little augmentation. Now he calling himself Palm Beach P. Oh man, the games don't stop. And he just so happened to be on Epstein's island. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, let's see.
That girl says she is not going to give her money to a Luke Owl.
Hold on, man. Let me see. All right. Oh no, Tina knows. They got memes with Tina knows with the evil face of the gumbo. Wait, look at this. Look at me. Look at Tina, man. They got Tina looking crazy out here. Oh no, Tina. Ah, Gina, damn. Oh, damn it, Gina. Man, yeah, bro. They got that. That meme looks properly correct, man. Cause Tina knows. I can't. Matthew knows. How did you ever date Tina, boy? Ooh, I know you. Boy, I know you glad you dodged that bullet and cheated on her. Boy, Tina knows you ain't shit. Beyonce, your mama ain't shit. Beyonce, you ain't shit and your husband ain't shit either. You know? All y'all just some ain't shit motherfuckers, bro. Oh, Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star exposes Stephon Diggs. I forgot about that. So everybody clowning Cardi B saying, you left Offset to go beat a nigga fifth baby mama, and this nigga not even straight. Oh, man. Jeffree Star has exposed Stephon Diggs by exposing a picture of him and Stephon Diggs kicking it together on the. Oh, damn, Steph. Wait, that's you? Wait, lady, stop laughing. Oh, she making me laugh. She about to make me laugh. Wait. Oh, no. Oh. So in 2021, Stephon was kicking it with Jeff. I told you these niggas is gay, man. That's crazy. And Jeffrey put it on the gram. It been on the gram. We just didn't think to look until she hooked up with Cardi. Until he hooked up with Cardi, we wasn't even worried about you, man. See, and you see how they go? Until he hooked up with Cardi, we wasn't even checking for no dag nabbit, Stephon Diggs like that. He done hooked up with Cardi now. Cardi got enemies. You hook up with Cardi, just know Cardi got enemies. Cardi got enemies. One of her enemies, his name is fucking Nicki Minaj. Reportedly, it's rumored that Nicki Minaj paid Tasha K's $4 million lawsuit settlement to Cardi B just to poke a jab and say, yeah, bitch, that $4 million you spending off of Tasha, nigga, that from me, came from me. Paid the judgment and everything. That's what the rumor. I don't know how true it is, you know. That's what I just heard in passing. It's crazy though. Who else next? Cause the God has been catching bodies. The God has been catching bodies. Let's see what this shit's all about.
Oh God! I'm literally on the floor. Wait a minute.
Oh wait, bro, this is funny as hell.
Cardi, you can't pick a president. You damn sure can't pick a man. Oh Jesus! I told you these niggas was gay. Did I tell you?
I've been saying, I told you these niggas was gay. Wait a minute, maybe we get my told you, man. What about I told you, man? I told you, these niggas was gay. Oh, wait a minute. I told you these niggas was gay. Wait a minute. Wait, cocky pretty.
You damn sure can't pick a man. Oh Jesus! I told you these niggas was gay. Did I tell you? I told you these niggas was homosexual. Now this.
That's all that she sound like that. I told you, man. I told you these things was homosexual, bro. Yeah, facts. The majority of these little niggas, look at that. I'm telling you, that's another reason why Gen Z. So let's keep the correlation. Gen Z is the generation that expresses the most homosexual outlets, especially when it comes from males. All remember, here we here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother All Divine, we acknowledge and we accept that there is no such thing as a homosexual female because the female is the original Homo sapien, let alone sexual. Right? So when you see males doing homo gay stuff, they're doing their best imitation of feminine energy. Now, is it a coincidence that the biggest generation of homosexuality is, and the biggest generation of abortion, the biggest generation of all of these crazy things? Wait a minute. The biggest generation, you wonder why the Caucasian race is in a decline? Wait a minute. The girl was just saying it on whatchamacallit, on TikTok. On TikTok. She said that, let's listen.
73 million abortions were performed in 2025. 1 year.
73 million. Take me a little stretch. No wonder the goddess. No wonder the goddess is no wonder the goddess is here and about to tear shit up. About to just 73 man. Then I told you the Snow Bunny Illuminati is starting to take notice. I told you it wasn't gonna happen. Didn't Dwayne tell you that it wasn't gonna happen until the Snow Bunnies take notice? Wait a minute, y'all.
73 million abortions were performed in 2025.
73.
73 million. Do you know what the biggest genocide in the world was? It was the Holocaust, and 6 million people died. 73 million babies were aborted last year, and we are acting like nothing is happening.
That's insane.
Yeah. I genuinely cannot believe it. 6 million to 73 million. That is
Everybody
such.
blinks an eye.
Yes.
And it goes way deeper than that. Like the people who set it up, it's really a ritual.
And not to mention that number is not right. There are things that are not being told to us.
Right.
Yeah, that is a medical statistic. Think about the women that are just like at home and they're like, okay, I can just fall down the stairs, or the people that are doing it illegally in the streets because it's illegal in in a lot of states.
Like, it's ridiculous. This is the biggest genocide the world has ever seen, and we're sitting here.
And remember, this is the biggest genocide the world has ever seen, and it's happening to white folks. Remember, yeah, they might got a few black girls aborting doing the abortions, but I guarantee you, out of that 73 million abortions, I guarantee you, maybe only 6 million of them was black, and the rest was white. Because contrary to popular belief, white girls abort their babies more than black girls because white girls don't want to have babies for white men because they found out that a lot of the white men are doing sexually blasphemous things, man. Sexually blasphemous things, bro. Let's put it that way. Right? And because these white men are committing sexually blasphemous things, white women don't want to have their babies and say, I don't want another carbon copy of you. I don't want to bring another you into the world, you weirdo. You're already a weirdo. Why would the hell I bring another weirdo into the world? No, abortion. I was just here for a good time, not a long time. No. Why? Because she over there fantasizing about calling Tyrone. Call him. I bet she wouldn't throw that Tyrone baby away, huh? She want to have a little baby Drake. She want to have a little baby Draco. She want to have a little baby Drake. We'll have a little baby Draco, bro. Oh, man. Bro, this is crazy. So the white girls talking about how 73 million abortions. 73 million abortions, bro. In 2025, that was last year.
Playing patty cake, debating on actual scientific facts that should need no debate.
This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy, bro. We got some more stuff to talk about, man, but I feel like I'm gonna talk about it next time. I don't want to run my mouth, run y'all head off, man. What else y'all got to bring? Gen Z equals Generation Z. Oh, damn. The Z stands for zesty. Yeah, no, this generation is way more gayer than the last generations. Yes, Generation Z is the gayest of all generations. And you ready? Generation Z is the gayest of all generations, and Generation Z is the lowest in all of the main factors that it takes for us to progress in society. Birth, they're the lowest in birth rate. They're the lowest in IQ. Think about this. Gen Z are the lowest in birth rate, the lowest in IQ, but the highest in abortion and the highest in zestiness. So it's safe to say that abortion mixed with zestiness equals below the replacement rate of birth. Abortion times zestiness. If you got the abortion times the zestiness, I don't know what to say, man. This is only since 2010. These are all the things that happened and changed since 2010. It ain't been that long. It ain't been that long. It ain't been 20 years yet. And we're already seeing, them elders made a mistake. Not Generation Z but guess what? The Generation Alpha and the Generation like my baby's generation. By the time my babies and stuff is 20 years old, oh man, the world gonna be the change, and people gonna be 20 years old, 25 years old in the new world talking about I can't believe y'all used to eat cows. That's crazy. I can't believe y'all used to do rituals to Saturn. That's crazy. I can't. They're gonna be just looking at all the shit we used to did, and gonna be looking at it like, oh shit, yeah, it was crazy. Um, yeah, yeah, shit changed about '08. Yeah, '08, '09. Really, shit changed for Katrina. After Katrina, '05. We're gonna bring it back to '05 because Katrina hit, and life ain't been the same since Katrina. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Life hasn't been the same since Hurricane Katrina, man. When them damn New Orleanians from and all them Louisianians got displaced from a fake, from a storm, from a hurricane happening, but a fraudulent weather phenomenon when it came to the flooding part. And the flooding part was, the levees had broken. They say the levees had broken, but everybody heard an explosion, and then the water came. Everybody heard an explosion, and then the water came. So this is why I tell y'all. This is why I tell y'all. Y'all better come learn from Chakra Doctor. Come learn from the dude who got the real shit that all these niggas talk about, but you don't never hear Chakra Doctor talk about the shit that these niggas say that they got. I got the shit that these niggas say and talk about, but you don't never hear me talk about the shit that these niggas say that they got. Why? Because I came here to show and give all honor and praise to the goddess, and all that she has blessed me for. I know that I know that we live in a unstable world. Anything that the earth can give you, it can take it back from you, including your life. So why would I, waste my time in life going around trying to impress people in life who don't even know me or like me in life? I don't know, man. Just a thought. You know what I mean? Until next time, all praise be to the goddess, man. I'll check y'all later. Deuces.